Welcome back.
Welcome back to...
Have you missed us?
No! Welcome back to Never Together.
Where we just talk about whatever...
Shite.
It's just whatever we want to talk about, really, isn't it?
It's our podcast. We do whatever we want.
So, there you go. Okay, it's lovely chatting. Goodbye. No, today we are talking about...
Airplanes.
Our plans.
Our plans, our parts.
Why did you decide that you wanted to talk about our plans?
Because I just got back home from home. And so, yeah, I had not the most pleasant person next to me or behind me. Well, the person behind me was pleasant. He was just a massive weightlifting lad. Therefore,
So you were squidged.
I was squidged.
Okay.
And he was really nice, but the girl next to me was fucking crazy.
So wait, was it a direct flight?
Yeah.
And how long was it? 8 hours?
9 hours.
9 hours, and you were in the middle.
No, I was in the aisle.
Oh.
I was in the aisle, but the girl next to me to my right was Vile, and then the guy behind me was like massive, and so I couldn't lean back. And I was like, I leaned back a little bit, but it was just like very much uncomfortable for about 8.5, 9 hours. Oof. And yeah, I think what set it for me was how bad the girl next to me, like, she was just behaving. She put her bag under my under my place, on my place to put my bag under the seat in front of me. And I was like, hey, could you move this? She was like, sorry, there's something in the middle, so I can't put mine in there. And I was like, there has to be a better way. And she was like, no. And I was like, deadass, it's going to be a very, very long flight if we don't fix this right now.
Oh my god,
and
why?
She's like, okay, because she put her mum's, I don't know what her mum had in her bag, like her end, but her mum put her bag on hers. So she thought she was okay to put her bag on mine, and I was like, no,
we're not gonna do it.
No, babe. And I told her, I was like, it's gonna be a very long flight if we don't sort this.
I just don't have patience for it.
I didn't. And I was like, either I give you attitude now, or I'm gonna give you attitude when it's 3 a.m. and everyone's sleeping.
Literally.
So we fixed this now, and she was like, are you sure you want to do this? And I was like, yes.
Yeah, babe. Yeah.
Yes, it's
sure.
gonna be a long flight if we don't figure something out before this fucking flight starts.
Oh my god, why?
And she's like, but this is in the middle, and I was like, we can fix it if you give me 5 seconds of your time, you fucking bitch. And we did.
Bitch.
And we did. Funnily enough, she's the one who came up with a solution.
Oh, that's so weird.
So.
That's why we're talking about that.
Yeah.
Today.
But that's how we talk about everything, though. Like, something will happen in our lives, and we're like, this is the episode!
And that's why we're a podcast for the girlies.
The girlies, because
for the girlies.
Lived experiences. We're not making shit up.
Never. So, what kind of airport goer are you?
I'm an airport dad. Very confident.
This is why we're best friends.
I'm an airport dad.
This is why we're
Are you
best
passenger
friends.
princess?
Yeah, 100%. Don't get me wrong, if I'm on my own, I can get myself there and back in one piece. I'm not a child. However, when I go with my partner, I fucking love it.
Brain off.
Oh my god. He'll wake me up with my coffee. Morning, Bab, how you doing? I'm like, oh, great, babe, we're going on holiday. And then we're going on a Zolly Bobs. And then so made your coffee, babe. Have you packed everything? Yeah. Can I just check let me just check the list.
The airport.
The list!
Is your passport?
Yeah. Oh, he's in charge of the passport.
He's so
he's in charge
cute.
of the passport. So coffee, I'm getting ready, whatever. And he's like, oh, I've booked your ticket, like, we need to go. I was like, okay, right. Because my brain doesn't work like normal brains work, so I have to work backwards. So just tell me a time I need to leave, and I will work backwards. I'm fine.
Yeah, same.
So, I do pack the day before. I am that girl.
So do I.
Because even when I pack the day before, I'll always forget something.
For me, it's just more like I'm using shit up until the day up. Like
No. I can't be a day of packer.
No, I can't. Not day off, but like maybe my toiletries are like the last thing I pack.
Yeah.
Like I'll do my night routine and then I put the night stuff there.
But
my sister, packs like a week in. I was like, do you not need clothes for work? Do you not need things?
No, why? Yeah.
I packed the night before.
Pack the night before, but I will always forget something, regardless of how organised I am.
See, but the beauty about going to places is that they still have stores, unless you're shoving yourself into the desert or the jungle.
You say
you
that.
Have stores.
You say that, but imagine being in Italy
on a Sunday.
No, I mean facts. Trying to where you come on your period and you can't find tampons because they don't look how they look in the UK, and then you're trying to you're trying to explain to the pharmacist. Blood.
Oh, listen, that did happen to me in when I was backpacking in Europe. I got my period in Cologne on a Sunday. When I tell you, the only thing open were like corner stores that sold alcohol and no tampons. I was like, Aldi's 45-minute walk away. My train's in 30. I can't go that far. I don't know how. I don't know where. I saw Cologne with the pure intention of buying tampons.
Yeah.
That's literally how I saw Germany.
That's it. But like, so passenger princess, I just get up and I go. And I don't have to worry about everything. Nope. I don't know if he likes it or not. But I think he says... I
think it's natural.
But I think he says if I'd left it to you, we wouldn't get there. And I resent that. I get myself there on my own.
Yeah.
I resent that.
Yeah. To be fair, that is quite the other extreme. Like, obviously you'd get there. It just wouldn't be his...
I think it stresses him out because...
Is he like a 5-hour ahead person?
3.
Fair enough.
But he says that he is... I sometimes scare him. And I don't know what that means, but he's like, you scare me sometimes. And I'm like, why? And he's like, sometimes I wonder how you're breathing. And I'm like, sometimes I forget.
What the hell? I'm going to talk to him after this. What is
that? No, but it's facts though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's facts. He's like, the way your brain works worries me. And
yeah, but it's like, now I'm grown up, I see my parents do things, and I was like, how the fuck have you gotten this far in life?
Right? My dad is a get on the plane as the door's closing kind of guy.
Oh my fucking God.
Same with trains and everything, like, get on as the door's closing.
No.
Give myself a minute, and I'm like,
See, my dad is very much like that, but in terms of, like, he's at the airport 2 hours before, and goes through security, and then hangs out for an hour. But in terms of, like, why wait and stand when I could wait and sit? And he is last on the airplane, just because... Why is everyone crowding around?
I'm the same.
Why is everyone crowding around? Yeah. I sit down. I'm like, when I see the line is short, I'll like, my plane is not gonna leave with my bag in there. They'll call my name.
Yeah, fine.
Everyone will know who I am. I'm not going anywhere.
No, I don't get it. Because you're gonna like get on the plane, then you're just gonna sit there.
Yeah.
For hours.
Could stretch my legs, get some free Wi-Fi.
The less time I'm spending on a
fucking plane,
on a tin can, breathing,
the better.
Breathing other people's air, the better. So
yeah.
So we get to the airport probably about 2 hours before.
Yeah.
I'm just like, can I have my passport? Yes. Have you got my toiletries? Yes. Yes. Yeah, he puts because I obviously only take like a little like my carry-ons like if we're doing like non-carry-on. So if we're doing carry-on, I only take like a little crossbody bag. So like he takes a backpack and he's like, you really should take a backpack. And I'm like, but why?
Why?
And he's like, because I don't want to carry your toiletries. I'm like, yeah, but why?
Yeah, but also if you're going on holiday and you don't need your laptop.
Exactly. I'm not going to carry a fucking backpack around with me. Like, get fucked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we get through security and then we just sit there. I always have to get a drink. Well, I always have
to
get...
a Vevy? Like an alcoholic drink?
I don't understand airport beers.
Oh my fucking God, at 5 a.m.
No, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, when I went to Ibiza, I was like with the lads, and they were all, like, knocking pints back, like, in the Weatherspoons at Stansted. And I'm like... And they're like, oh, you're not going to have anything? I'm like, I'm just going to have a Coke. A lemonade.
7 a.m, guys.
Like, I don't understand. If I was not with the lads and I was literally just with my partner, I would go around. You have to do a boots run. Even if you pack everything that you need, you have to do a boots run. So I do my boots run. Mm-hmm. I get my multitude of drinks. So I get like a coffee, I get a fruity drink and a fizzy drink.
Yeah.
And a water.
Yeah.
I get some sweets.
Uh-huh.
Always. And then I will sit and think about what I've done.
Yeah.
For the rest of the time.
Yep.
I don't get these ladies that go full on shopping. Like like, yes, there's no tax, but they add money on.
The price on it.
But the price isn't cheaper.
Yeah,
like
idiots.
they put money on because there's no tax, and I'm like, hen.
The math ain't mathin' here.
I'm like, hen. What
the math ain't mathin'.
I was like, we've missed something here, hen.
See,
and then I just people watch, and I just bitch about other people to my partner.
That's so fair.
And I'm just like, oh, do you think maybe like that's an escort, or like, ooh, they're gonna miss their flight. He gets really annoyed because he just likes to sit and read his book.
So
he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to. Like, when we're at the airport, we don't really talk.
That's so fair. You don't have to talk all the time.
I don't want to. I don't mind having a little kiki.
Yeah.
But he's like,
stop talking.
Don't breathe in my direction.
Fucking hell. We get along great.
I think it's because he's had to baby me for like 6 hours before that. So
yeah, he's over it.
But do you know what I mean?
He loves it. He loves it, but he's over it.
He loves it. I'm like, do you know what? I can get us there one day. And he's like, no.
It's one of those things, I believe you're fully capable. Let me just do it. I have very massive experience.
So how early do you get to the airport then?
Well, I think if I'm traveling by myself, 2 hours.
Yeah.
If I don't have like a bag, hour and a half. Because I'm very lucky with security, and I'm a security whiz.
No.
Like I know, because I've been to the three London airports a lot. I know independently what the best route is, who works where.
So
I'm like,
Stansted, I always, so instead of going through the front ones, I always go to the right, where it says like disabled access.
Yeah.
Always go that way.
Yeah.
And then you go right to the end and you get straight through. I always fucking get stopped.
You know what? Since I have always, every single time gotten stopped in my lifetime. All of a sudden, last year, I didn't get stopped once.
You look sus, though.
Me? Yeah.
I don't get why I get stopped.
I look sus.
I'm
racist.
I'm a short, white woman.
Warmth.
Why are you stopping me?
See, I've always been stopped, and last year I was like, oh, fucking hell.
Do you know what? Like,
that's so nice.
This fucking bitch. So I'm at security, right? This bitch. Oh my god. I'm like, do you like your job? Seriously, do you like your job?
Yelling at me, yeah.
Because something's amiss here, because you can't, anyway. So she stopped me.
Mm-hmm.
My toiletries were, I had a tote bag with me, my toiletries were in my tote bag, right? In the back, in the clear bag, all fine.
Yeah.
Toiletries in there.
Supposed to be out.
It gets worse. She stopped, so they all fit in there, right? But it just didn't click. And she stopped me because she was like, these need to be out. I'm like, but don't you have a scanner that scans my bag? So why?
Honestly.
So
why do they need to be
out? And then she's like, this doesn't close. And I literally ripped it from her hand and went. And then I went, can I go now? And then she was like, yeah. And I was like, and that's when I went, do you like your job? Do you? Really? Because something, like I said, babe, if you're not happy, just leave.
Yeah.
And then I left because I think she was probably going to ban me from flying.
Yeah. See, I'm usually quite good. I think for me, I'm always expecting to be stopped. So the fact that it's
I just want to get, security is sensory overload for me.
Yeah,
I just want to get out.
But that's the thing. I'm preparing myself in security to have that sensory overload of being stopped, noises like trays banging against each other. And when I'm done in 10 minutes, I'm like, oh,
why did I get here so early?
No, it's not even that. It's just like, I haven't been stopped. Usually it's like, oh, and open everything and like swab. And also, one time I didn't get stopped. And the first time I did not get stopped in Heathrow, I was in disbelief. However, a woman might have been the first time she got stopped. Because you know how when your tray goes to the other side, it's like you have to wait until someone calls it.
Oh, and they always take forever.
Listen. It was like 6 a.m, so it wasn't taking forever. It wasn't taking forever. But this white woman, she just thought, I was like, maybe it's her first time getting stopped.
They're always white.
But
it's always a white, like...
She literally went into the restricted area and picked up her, like, tray that was weighted.
How did she even get in there?
It's just like a barrier. It's just like an easy barrier. It's just like a matter of not going there because it says do not enter. She literally got her tray and the guy was like, excuse me, have you never been stopped? And she was like, why is it here? I was like, oh my god.
Slow.
She literally just went and picked up, and they were like, no.
Iconic.
I hated it. I was like, I think jaws on the floor. I was like,
iconic though, like slay sis.
Delusion. That's
Slay.
what it is.
No, slay.
it's delusion. I was like, you.
They're
Anyway.
cunts.
Anyway,
They deserve it. Slay.
no, but they weren't even taking that long. She was like, why is it on that side?
Because I'm in like fight or flight mode. I'm always grouchy in security, even if it's just a standard. You know, sometimes they just take your bag to like just check. I'm always so like upper height, so I'm always really really rude.
See, I'm just like,
I'm always like, what is it? And I feel really bad, but
I'm literally just nonchalant. I'm like, yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm so
sorry.
I want to get out of there.
Yeah.
People are like, excuse me, pushing past me, touching me.
Yeah.
Get me out. I haven't put my shoes on. I have to take my
feet.
I have to take my shoes off in an air.
And like the people who don't wear socks or like are wearing sandals to the airport.
I understand. No, I get it.
No, it's fucking cold up there.
No, I get it because you want to slide them off and put them back on. Fine.
Yeah,
fair.
but fucking wear socks. What is this shit? Raw dogging the airport floor.
So I'm always so like, I'm always so upper height. I'm always like, please, can I just go? I don't want to be discussing this with you. I remember one time, like, there was a person in front, so I got just randomly stopped. There was a person in front of me. It was so fucking funny because so this is like person just opening. The security person was like opening their bag, and then they were literally like. They were pulling out so they pulled out a snow globe. They pulled out liquor, like 300 milliliters of liquor. They pulled out aftershave, and they were just like, "This, you can't take this with you." And they were like, "Why not? Like, it's presents for my family and everything." And they're like, "Are you dumb? Like, you can't." Yeah. And then the like liter bottle of limoncello just had to go in the bin. And I was just sat there. I was like,
wah, wah.
Wah,
See,
wah.
the one time I had something taken away was a Morphe spray, like setting spray.
Disgusting.
That was like 2 days old. It was brand new,
no.
and they were like, "It's going in the bin." I was like, "It's 100." No, like, it's too big. Like the bottle is too big.
Yeah, I've had that.
Like,
yeah. So I had I had 100.
And it's also measured in grams.
Yes, that's what I don't understand. If something is in grams, why does it have to go in my liquid? Because so like mascara has to go in your liquid.
Yeah, but
why is it grams?
If I pour it up,
it won't come out.
It won't come out. It's not liquid.
I'm the same. It's not
or
liquid.
A gas.
I'm
like it's a spray. It's not.
Well, spray is a gas. It's an aerosol.
No, but it's not setting spray.
Oh, it was like a spritzer, not a
spritzer.
Yeah, not spray.
But it's measured in grams. So
exactly.
What's the
So
issue?
why
are you throwing my 22 pound actually?
I'm the same. Yeah.
22 pound setting spray.
I had a 150 ml bottle of makeup remover that was like nearly empty, and she was like, "You can't have it." I'm like, "It's so
empty."
I was like, I was like, "It's probably 50 ml," and she was like, "No, it's the bottle." I'm like, "But you can clearly see that there's nothing in it." I was like,
I can't.
But I was like, if I was going to bomb a plane with my whatever gas, with my noxious fumes, you would fucking see it in the bottle, wouldn't you? But it's empty because I want to, I don't know, use it up.
Yeah.
So she was like, it has to go. I'm like, okay. I was like, take it. But I was like, she was like, I'm really sorry, it's the bottle. And I'm like, but what? There's been a miscommunication here because we're not singing from the same hymn sheet. We're not singing from the same hymn sheet.
We're not chatting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I just don't get it. And like, I always really worry. Like, if I've been on holiday and I've been on a bender, right?
See, you have shit to be concerned
about. And
all of a sudden, every time they stopped me, I was like, what have I done?
I'm not gonna lie. I was at a festival and I was on my way home, and I was in the fucking queue. In the fucking queue for security. And I stand there and I go, shit. And there was like 2 vials of drugs left in my bag. So I just literally do a lap. I was like, do you know what? I'll wait. I'll go to the back. I don't care. Literally went back to the, like, basically the entrance. It was like a really small airport, so the entrance was like just by security, so it wasn't that big deal. But like literally went to the entrance and tipped them out. But as I tipped them out, one of them like spilled in my bag, and I'm just like, oh god,
Oh,
if I get
Jesus
swabbed,
Christ.
it's like fucking game over. I was like,
Yeah.
if I get like, literally, I don't care if like even if I haven't done any drugs, if I
Yeah.
get swabbed, I'm shitting it.
And I've never really been terrified of that because I don't carry. But one time when I was flying home from JFK, fucking hell.
JFK, yeah.
JFK, listen. This shit is, I'm going to tell you,
JFK is like my 9th circle of hell.
genuinely, it might as well be. The way, it's like a massive security line. First off, so many flights. So it's just a whole bunch of security anyway. But then you have to like, at one point, you have to line up with 6 other people and walk together. And there's 3 sniff dogs walking around you. And you can't touch them, but they can touch you. Because if they smell you, you have to stop and let them just do it. But mind you, if you stop, everyone else has to stop.
So do they just pick you out randomly?
No, it's just like if the dog, everyone has to do it. So everyone's lined up. And in a group of 6, you walk in one line, and the dogs are sniffing.
When was that introduced?
I don't know, I haven't flown out of JFK in so long.
Yeah, I have literally...
But it's like, literally, as you're walking in this line with 6 people, the dogs are literally just sniffing.
Circling you.
They're circling you, sniffing you, and if one of them gets caught, everyone else has to stop. Until that dog is, like,
figures out who it
safe,
is.
and then you keep going. And that's when I've suddenly, like, have I, like... I suddenly have something. I don't know what it is.
I heard some shit as well that actually those dogs are fucking idiots. And they will literally sit if you smell like a certain scent. Not necessarily drugs, but if you smell like a certain scent, they'll still sit. And then they'll obviously you go through all this search and you've not got anything on you, and then it's just like, oh, sorry, the dog must have got it wrong. It's like when you go to a rave and the dog like sits next to you. That's never happened to me before, but I've had very close quarters where like, so I was walking in and I was with my mate and we were walking in, and then the guy in front of us got stopped
Fucking hell.
by the dog, and I literally go to my mate, I'm like, fucking run right now. So
Run.
the dog's like right up this guy's ass, and then the security's like, excuse me mate, can I pull you to the side please? And then they have to go, and I'm like,
Run.
oh my god, I've never seen the dogs at an airport though, to be fair.
They're so cute. That's the worst
That's
part.
the worst
It's like
part.
they're so
devils.
cute. They're so cute, but it's like, yeah. But then
They're devils.
I find security overstimulating. You know what's even more overstimulating? Duty free. That IKEA like nonsense.
There's an IKEA.
No, but you know, like the way that it's like winding like IKEA is, so you see oh my fucking god, I'm overwhelmed. The colours,
I want
the
my
scents.
I want my milker.
No, there should be like between the 17 perfumes that people are spraying, the food, the people, the colours, the music.
I quite like it.
Shivers right now from talking
No,
about it.
like
I hate it. I run. I'm like, I don't want to talk to anyone.
I don't mind it.
And like leg it.
It's the people. It's not necessarily staff. It's the slow fucking walkers.
Plus that.
So like you're walking. I just want to get down. I want to sit down. I want to go.
Sit down.
I want to go to Boots.
I want to make sure my gate exists.
I want to go to Boots. I want to go to WH Smith, and I want to sit.
Yeah, and I want to
just
find
process and just process what's happened to me, and then
get on my flight.
And then there's some absolute
fucking
motherfucker, and they're just walking so fucking slowly, or it's worse when they're pulling their bag behind them and they stop, because I'm like 180ing over the bag. I'm like, and I get, because I've just gone through security, and I'm at the top of the Twin Towers right now in terms of like said they've hit the second tower. That's where my fight or flight is sitting at right now.
Yeah.
I am in the Pentagon. That's where I'm at, and they've just hit the second tower. So that's where I am. So if somebody even like just walks out in front of me, I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream at them. I'm gonna scream in your face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bark at you like a dog.
Yeah.
That's how much it makes me feel sick.
Yeah, I hate that part. When I find my little snack, my lunch, my breakfast, and then I sit down and then I just make sure my gate is like alive and well and exists.
Do you once the gate is alive, do you hightail it to the gate?
Yeah. Because I'm early enough where I can like sit down.
But then
the gate's not even announced.
But then there's nothing at the gate when you get there, so
that's fine. I'm watching TikToks. Connected to the Wi-Fi, babe. Been there before. Straight automatically connects.
We're friends.
We're friends. Like, but to the point where it's like, recently when I've flown to the US, it's been early enough to sit down and actually have like breakfast. Like, it's not just a sandwich at prep.
I can't do a sit down meal.
I can in breakfast because I'm leaving my house at like 6 a.m. So by the time I actually get to the airport, I'm like, oh, it's breakfast time,
It's
essentially.
okay, yeah.
But like the last few times I've been to like Weatherspoons, but it's so weird because it's 7 a.m. and I'm having Weatherspoons. Like English breakfast.
Weatherspoons is a strange experience.
But then the lads next to me are having 6 pints.
Yeah,
I'm like,
pints.
this is
I will
interesting.
never.
But that's only like a UK thing.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's
Airport
insane.
pints. I don't get it.
I hope we don't do it when we go to our group trip.
I can't imagine any of our friends would do that.
No.
It's like a laddie thing.
Yeah.
But the girlies have kind of adopted it.
I still don't want to do it.
The pick-me girlies have adopted it.
I still don't want to do it.
I tell you.
I will not be doing it.
I'm literally going...
If anyone throws up because they're drunk, I'm leaving them wherever they are.
No. Like I said, you'll see me. Like, you'll
survive.
When we go to Morocco, you'll see me. You won't know I'm there, though. I won't talk to anybody. I'll have my overhead bins on.
Yeah, legit. It's like,
oh my god, it was so...
It's like silence, overstimulating.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm gonna have...
non-verbal, just...
oh no, I will be so non-verbal.
Especially on like these like little tin can flights of EasyJet.
Someone's gonna ask me a question and I'm gonna bite them.
And I know exactly who you're biting.
Yeah, no, that's like... So our best friend also is not a good flyer. Like, he's a very nervous flyer. I'm fine with flying. I've flown through a hurricane. I'm fine.
I'm fine.
I'm good.
I'm texting the group chat right now. Dibs on aisle.
Window. I'm so good. Like, I'm so not a nervous flyer. So we are technically opposite ends of the spectrum because I'm not very good at the airport. I just want to get, like, similarly to you, I just want to get to my gate. I just want to sit there and I just don't want to talk to anybody. But I know when he's nervous, he talks and talks. He just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. So yeah, I don't think I can be sat next to him because
we can be sat next to each other.
Oh yeah, no, absolute dibs.
Because it's
a fun trick. I didn't know this, and I saw a TikTok on it. So obviously it's fact and Bible. So when you're picking your seat. Basically, what you do is that whoever you're going with, you book so when you pick your seat, if me and my partner are going, he will book the aisle and I will book the window, and then people tend not to pick the seat in the middle.
Yeah.
So you have a row to yourself.
Yep, I knew that.
Yeah.
I always do it.
Yeah, facts.
I did it all the time last year, and every single flight last year, I had the entire 3 or 4 rows to myself.
How did you do that? So did you book a seat that you weren't occupying?
It was like when the seat was like, when the row was fully empty, I'd pick the random middle seat.
Ah. So that's how you do it if you're on your own?
Yeah. If I'm on my own and it's fully booked, I'm going to the aisle.
Yeah, but if there's a row and you're on your own, you book the middle seat.
Yeah.
Because nobody picks the other side.
Yeah.
Tea. Yeah, me and my partner, we always do that. So like when we were going to Dubai, we had the whole middle row to ourselves.
Oh, sexy.
Because he booked the one on the outside, and I booked the one on the other out. Oh no, I booked the one in the middle. So that we'd at least have a seat in between us. But then nobody wants the seat on the aisle next to some rando, and nobody wants the seat in between two people that are already there. So yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, honestly, I saw it on TikTok. I haven't tried it like on
I love doing it.
I haven't tried it on like a short flight. And you know when like it's split.
2 and 2.
Yeah, there was only like middle rows left when we were going, so I was just like, let's just try it.
I see.
But yeah, I'm good. Like, so
this is gonna be so interesting.
It's gonna make or break us. I'm telling you, it's gonna make or break us.
I think we'll make it out.
I am going to be glued to you.
Yeah.
And I probably will only talk to you.
Love that.
Because I feel there's one other girl who I probably will be okay with. She travels a lot and she's pretty chill, so I think I'll be okay with her.
Yeah,
I feel like I will want to launch everybody else out of the emergency
exit
whilst we're in flight.
It's 3 and 3, so I feel like it's a good.
It's 2, and there's 6 of us. Like you and our other friend, I'm fine with.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, we were split into two, like, one side, the nervous flies
It's
on
an
one
EasyJet
end.
flight, so yeah, I think...
It's 3 and 3.
I think it's an EasyJet flight, so if you... No.
I've never been on EasyJet.
No, yeah, so it's split into two down the... Yeah, and there's an aisle down the middle.
Oh,
No, there's no middle.
No, that's Jet 2 holiday.
There's no middle.
Confusing my gingers.
No, it's only long-haul flights where there's a middle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, so it's...
Yeah, so it's three either side, and then there's an aisle down the middle.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you and me do the trick. So it's
Yeah.
like you, Spercy, me, and then they can all fend for themselves.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody about this trick.
I'm not saying, I just want the aisle
Yeah,
seat.
you have the aisle, I have the window, and then there's
We're
no
happy.
one. And
See,
then there's
that's why we're
nobody.
best friends.
And then there's nobody sat in the middle of us.
Yeah.
Done. Fine. And then
Yeah.
everybody else can literally
Fend for themselves.
fuck off.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to talk to them, and I know that you will respect me.
I don't talk to people either.
You know, I was like,
Please, it's kind of like trains. Like, unless you're dying, don't talk to me. Like, everyone
please
else
don't talk
is
to
quiet.
me. No, I'm in my so like my
Sensory download.
No, so when I have my headphones on, like my overhead bins, I call them my sensory palace
Yeah.
because they're like noise cancelling, and
Yeah.
I can't even.
Even if they're not noise cancelling, don't talk to me.
But they're
you see
big-
that I have them on.
But they're big as well, so I can't actually see in my periphery. So yeah, that's why it's called a sensory palace. So I put my sunglasses on, I put my hood up, and I'm in my sensory palace.
Sensory palette. I might just get it for shits and gigs.
Have I never said that to you before?
No.
Oh my god, yeah. So
But I want one.
Where are they?
I don't know.
Oh, they're on the desk. They're on the desk. Yeah, my sensory palace.
Yeah.
My sensory palace.
Yeah.
They are so noise cancelling though.
See,
Like
I need some.
a bomb could go off. Like the flight attendant could be like, the plane's going down. We've hit the second tower, and I'm like, and I'm like, HOTTOGO. I'm just sat there going. I'm like that little Shiba Inu that sits there going, doo, 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 doo.
Yeah.
That dog. That's
Yeah.
me on my flight. I'm fine. I'm good.
Oh my god.
But like, oh yeah. So I was talking. My friend is also. I've got another friend who is American. I know, hard to believe. And she's from Minnesota. And I took those to work yesterday, and she was like, I can't remember what she said about them. Oh no, she was trying to talk to me, and I couldn't hear her. And I said, "Oh, so hold on a minute, babe. Let me just take my bins off." And she went, "Your bins?" And I'm like, "Yeah, my bins." And she's like, "Your bins?" And I'm like,
Your bins.
I'm like, "Yeah, my bins." What are we not understanding about each other? She was like, "Your bins? Do you mean your glasses?" And I'm like, I think you know I'm blind.
My bins.
So they don't come off. My glasses don't come off." And I was like, "Yeah, my headphones." And she was like, "Bins. Bins.
Yeah.
Your bins. Fine."
Yeah.
And I was like,
God.
"Bitch."
Right, what's the question? Because I feel like we've had we're just at security, guys.
Boarding etiquette
Boarding.
and the characters that come within it.
Oh my fucking god! If your group number's not called,
Do not
sit down.
I always have priority boarding, and I still wait till the end.
But even that, like, do you not know how to count, babe? Do you not know how to count? If they called 9, they call 9.
Yeah,
If you're group 9 and they've called number 1, what are you doing?
literally.
What are you, like, you're actually a pain in the arse.
I don't understand you.
And you're making yourself known as an asshole.
but also
Because you're getting up.
But also as well, if you want to be first on the plane, just get priority boarding.
Literally.
Just don't, or just
But
be,
also,
or just be rich.
Why, even if,
They board.
I don't care if I'm first class, I'm getting on the plane last.
Like, babe, they board from the front, you idiot. They board from the front. So if you're in row 72,
Which,
you're going to be at the back.
listen, I find that it's such a flawed system.
Yeah, you should board from the back.
From the back. Unless business and first, I get it. Everyone else, board from the back to front. I don't understand why. Don't blame the delays on me. You fix the system, brother. But anyway. Brother.
But like, to be fair, when you get on like a budget flight, it's just chaos because they board from the front and the back.
Yeah, but it's budget flight. We shouldn't be having this problem in like American Airlines, British Airways.
I don't even trust British Airways anymore. They've been absolutely shocking.
They've been absolute shite and expensive. You know who the new winner is? Virgin.
Big shout, yeah, big shout.
Virgin Atlantic.
Or Emirates.
I'd suck their dick.
I like Emirates.
I've never been on Emirates. I really want
Emirates
to.
is good.
I've never been
Their
on
food's
EasyJet.
quite good, actually, I'll say.
Oh, it looks peng. But if I go to Emirates, I want to fly business.
I don't have that much money. I don't have enough money for
I don't have money for anything.
No.
But not business flights on Emirates. I'll tell you that for free.
No.
But But if you know your connections, because maybe I shouldn't be saying this. My neighbor, she works for American Airlines, and she was like, listen, I can put you on standby, and it's like £1,000 to put you on standby, but in order to make sure that you have as many seats as possible, you have to start by first, and if they have remaining at first, you get first for £1,000.
How do people get upgraded? That's what I want to know.
Honestly, I was like, what the fuck? Whose dick do you suck? Every single time I've flown, and I've flown a lot,
and I've
never... A lot.
Like, there was, like, what, like... oh,
God, my
dad.
flatmate went on 2 flights last year and got upgraded 1.
Just for free?
Yeah. What? They called her name at the gate, and I was like, what in this good, like, lucky girl syndrome is this?
What happened? Was her, like, seat broken or something?
I don't know. She was just upgraded.
Because then my dad, he was... I can't remember where he was flying to. I think it was Hong Kong, and his seatbelt was broken. And it was, like, a fully booked flight, and they were like... The woman was hilarious. She was like, I'm so sorry about your seats, sir. The only available seats we have are in business. Is that okay? And he's like...
She's so funny.
He's like, are you fucking sure? He's like, yeah, fine. Like, duh.
Yeah, I literally...
She was so hilarious. She's like, I'm so... Oh, it was Singapore Airlines, that's why. She was like, I'm so sorry, sir. And he was like, yeah, okay.
I just literally don't understand.
He was like, you're so understanding, thank you.
I just don't understand it. My 8 years of, like, transatlantic flights to Europe, travelling, to go home.
Apparently, if you say, like, if you do a little winky wink, nudgy nudgy, oh, it's our honeymoon, or oh, it's our anniversary, or oh, we're going to a wedding, or like, oh, it's something special, they'll be like...
See, the one time I did that...
They'll be like, you come with me.
The one time I did that, I was humbled.
Really? What did they say?
They were like, yeah, we can give you an upgrade. I was like, oh, nice.
For like 60 million
They're like, for $500 right now. And
I
was like...
I'm good.
I was asking a question. I didn't need to be attacked. It is 6:50 in the morning, please.
Please.
But that's the thing. I was like, I don't understand. Like,
but like because they do offer free upgrades.
They do it, but like, what the hell?
How
like,
do you get
what
this?
do I need to do? Because I fly so often.
Yeah, how do you get this?
I'm more surprised at the fact that lucky girl syndrome. Not even syndrome. Statistically, I have had more chances to do it, and I've never been upgraded. I'm
too sexy for this. Honestly, I'm too sexy not to get a free upgrade.
Honestly.
Because, like, don't get me wrong, it's cheaper when you... So, like, when you go to the lady, what can we do to get an upgrade? It's, like, it's way cheaper than if you were to just out of your pocket book business or book first. Yeah. It's so much... She'll just be like, okay, you paid for your ticket.
It's like £100.
Yeah, it's like 100, like, sometimes, like, 100 to, like, £500 to get upgraded. Fine. So sometimes if you want to just... If you maybe you've had quite a cheap holiday and you're like, okay, yeah, let's just baby upgrade me. Like, fine. But they give out free, unless like obviously something's wrong with your seat and the only other available seat is in first. Okay, sick. But like sometimes they genuinely just give them out, and I'm like,
it's so annoying.
How?
It's so annoying.
I need an Air Miles card. That's what I need.
But like even without it, like my flatmate doesn't have anything,
and they just gave it to her.
You just gave it to her, and I was like, out of the 2 flights you've literally gone to New York and back the entire year. I have had 3 transatlantic flights, like 2 flights somewhere else. Like I think I did the max, like 92 hours on a plane last year. I don't know how many flights.
I want to know why and how they do it. As in the air hostesses and shit. How they pick you out, why they pick you out.
Pretty privileged.
But it's not, because I'm fucking gorgeous.
Oh, yeah, we're both gorgeous, and we're both, like,
also, as well, like, if I was flying with somebody and they came up to me and they were like, oh, we'll upgrade you for free, I would be like, sayonara, friend. Bye-bye.
But that happened to, there's a TikToker that it happened to recently, and she checked her app, and she had upgrade to first class. But here's the thing.
What, just completely random?
Just completely random, but she was flying with her husband.
Oh, yeah.
But they hadn't legally changed her name. She hadn't legally changed her name yet, so they only upgraded her. And he was still in business, so it's like not like boohoo. But it was like...
But yeah, I would be like, bye-bye. Bye-bye, friend. I'll see you at the other side.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you. And I'm going to love you and leave you because I want that big screen. I want that screen that sits...
I want that bed.
I want the bed.
Are you kidding?
I want the bed. I don't think I will ever fly business or first in my life because I just can't afford it. But, like, I want the bed.
I hope that they do.
I hope, but I'm never going to pay for it.
No. It better be for, like, a work thing. That's the thing. We have so many projects, and, like, we paid business.
So, yeah, you fly business when you go for work?
No, if it's... over 10 hours, it's business.
That's
I haven't
fair.
gone anywhere. But when we have everyone else come to England, especially our Japanese clients, everyone flies business. So we're like, next time we go to Japan...
Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink,
Yeah,
wink.
that's fair, I think. If it's a long-haul flight, you know, that's fair to pay business.
Yeah.
But, like, it was hilarious. Like, we were flying back from somewhere, like, as a family. I can't remember where, but, like, I think it maybe might have been Miami, and my dad was coming back with us.
Yeah.
And he was so sly. So we get to, like, the check-in desk, and he was like, are you able to just check how many air miles I've got on my card, please? Just to the lady. And she went, yeah, sure. I just checked. And obviously, because he used to fly for work. So she was like, sir, you've got
so many.
hundreds of thousands of air miles. Like, and he was like, so if I were to, like, use some of them to upgrade, like, how much would that take away? She was like, you'd still have loads left.
Yeah.
He was with his family. So me, my ma, and my brother were all in economy. And he was
What a fucker.
He was like,
Bye.
He was like, so bye guys.
I was actually talking to my
I
parents
love it.
about this.
I would do that shit.
Fuck them
Because
kids.
she was like, honestly, sir, I could give you. I think he got business, but she was like, I could give you first, and you would still have thousands of air miles. Like, here you go. And he was like, bye guys. See
My
you
mum
later.
was really funny. She was like, you have been on first class when we went to the DR when I was pregnant. I was
Yeah.
like, I don't recall.
I was
not there, and if I
fetus.
was a child.
It was a fetus. I was
born.
I was a
I was
spark
like,
in
what?
somebody's eye.
I was what, 4 or 5 years old? Like, I don't remember that shit. I don't remember what I had for breakfast yesterday.
Unacceptable.
That doesn't count. She's like,
no.
you have been to Greece. You were in the womb, and I was like, you can get fucked.
No, like, fuck off.
You can get fucked.
But yeah, like, boarding is annoying. Because also, as well, the thing about boarding is people will always put their fucking backpacks in the overhead locker. And then I have to put my suitcase, like, at the end of
Have
the
an air
flight.
tag on it.
Yeah. Like, my fucking suitcase is hauling ass, like, down the end of the plane. And I'm, like, so aggy about it that I will literally take the backpack out and put it on a chair and literally...
Yeah. If it's a backpack or if it can fit on top of the suitcase.
No, I don't even do that. Don't
I don't
put
reach.
your backpack in the overhead locker, you fucking cretin. It goes under the seat.
You know what pisses me off? And maybe this is
I
a London
literally,
thing.
I don't care whose it is. I will literally, like, take it out of the overhead bin, and I will literally put it on the chair that's next to me. If you're not in that chair, I don't care. I literally put it in the chair, put my bag up, and I will go to my seat.
Yeah.
That's how much it pisses me off. I don't care. And I feel really bad as well because the air hostesses, they have to be, when obviously the fucking overhead bins are full of people's shit. Like, oh, my tote bag, or oh, my Prada's, like, in the overhead bin, like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, and the air hostesses then have to go, whose bag is this? Whose bag is this?
Embarrassing.
Please put it, please. And, like, I'm like, baby, you're wasting so much time. Just fucking fling it out the window.
Yeah.
Because these people are fucking
Honestly.
idiots.
I think maybe this is the thing that, like, really sends me, because this is, like, similar to the Oyster card thing of, like, have your Oyster card ready.
No.
Why are we boarding and your AirPods still in your bag, and then you're, like, fluttering, trying to find... What are you doing? What are you doing? Have you not flown? Stop acting like it's your first time on the air.
Oh, it's literally primal screaming for me when I'm like stuck behind somebody and they're like, oh, it's when the air hostess is like, can you show me your boarding pass? And they're like, I'm like, you just had it. You literally just had it.
Question. Thoughts on turbulence?
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, I love it.
Like I told you,
Me.
like when we were like going to visit my dad out in Miami, it was like just before Hurricane Katrina. And we were the last flight. We were literally we landed at like 9 in the evening, like Florida time.
Oh my god.
We were the last flight. So the storm was like already starting to come in.
On the area.
And I was like 8 years old, by the way. I was fine. I was like, woohoo! And then the freaking like captain was like, okay, we just have a bit of turbulence because obviously there's Hurricane Katrina's on the horizon.
Katrina.
Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Hurricane Katrina.
And then they were like, oh, well,
Hurricane
there's a storm blowing in, it's happening, so we're probably just getting the start of that. Please don't panic. And my mum's literally like, she's got me who's 8, and I think my brother was 10, and she's like sat there like, I'm gonna die with these 2 children. I'm gonna die. And me and my brother are like, woo! Yay! So yeah, I'm fine. I'm flown in all conditions. I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't really affect me, but I was on a ship for a month
I couldn't
working
do a
last
ship.
year.
I couldn't do a ship because we will go down like the fucking Titanic.
Listen, I didn't think I'd do it, and here I am. But because of the constant rocking of the ship, I've learnt to like rely on movement to fall asleep. Not anymore. It's obviously been a year now. But at first, when I got back, I'd like forced myself to rock myself to sleep. But now, I've never been able to sleep on planes. Ever.
Oh no, I can't really.
I can't. I've never been. I'll close my eyes. I'll be fully awake, ready to like run a marathon. But
no, I
recently,
can't. I just can't sleep in that upright position.
I mean that that's part of it too. But just in general, I couldn't relax. But now, because of the turbulence, I fall asleep because I've been used to like.
I don't
movement.
like ocean swell. Like when we went yachting, like ocean swell was nice, like a little.
See, but this like I wasn't.
But not like left to right, left to
and
right.
That's the
can't
thing with
that.
like it's the physics of it all. Like the higher up, the more you feel it. And mind you, in these cruises, the cafe to get the view on a good day is what 15th, 19th floor, and so you're getting this like yeet of like. Oh, it was horrendous.
No, I can't. I mean, I'd never go on a cruise in the first place because...
I would have never gone on one if it weren't for work.
Yeah,
and that's the thing, I was making bank and not spending anything.
Yeah, no. That I get. Like, the people that work on cruise ships,
oh
like, they
my
make
fucking
bank.
God,
they
yeah.
make bank. Because, like, yeah, obviously your accommodation's free. I think the Wi-Fi is the biggest scam, though.
Yeah,
you have to pay
it's £20 a day.
Yeah, you have to
$20
pay.
a day.
You have to pay to use the Wi-Fi, which is...
But you can't pay it, like, one day at a time. You have to, like, pay it out as soon as you get there. Not as soon as you get there, but like for the length of your cruise.
So you have to do like a chunk.
Yeah.
Oh, I'd rather do a chunk.
Yeah, but it's $200.
Yeah.
Like if you're there for what, an 8-day cruise, yeah, that's $160 for Wi-Fi.
That's the big scam. Like if I'm going on a cruise, like I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for this cruise.
The
least you could do.
But that's the thing. A lot of workers have VPNs. And just as soon as they get out into like nearby, it's the way that they do it is like as soon as they get nearby to land, they get VPNs and they just feed off of free Wi-Fi over there. Because they don't have, and honestly, to be fair, I love it. But in terms of like working with cruises, obviously I'm on land now, but like working with my cast is like they're not paying.
Yeah.
200.
Yeah.
We've offered to pay, but obviously £200 times 4 performers a week, and they're there for 6 months.
Yeah, that's a
like,
lot.
do the math.
Yeah.
So they do the VPN stuff, and
so how does it work? So you put a VPN on, and what, you just use your data?
Yeah.
Right.
But it's crazy. I don't know how, I haven't figured it out. I use the Wi-Fi because I was working. My job
you just need
it.
consistent Wi-Fi, don't you?
But that's the thing. Also, if you're having a rough day at sea, fuck it.
Yeah.
But also at times, if you're having a rough day at sea and you can't do anything else because it's raining, Wi-Fi is so slow because everyone else is doing that.
Yeah. No, that sucks.
I'd hate to live there and not have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but I suppose if say for example, so obviously you're not paying for accommodation and there is food, like obviously it's not great, but there's like free food available.
Some food is so good. There's some bits that I was like, oh,
and like obviously if you're crew, you can pay to use guest facilities, but like if you get free food, just use the free food. So if you're only spending $200 a month and you're making bank, I'd be like, okay.
And you still get to travel the world and like do things. Yeah. Like, it does pay off, but I think at the same time I was there and I was like, I physically could not be here for.
Well, you're on like you're on a rolling fucking prison essentially.
Yeah.
That I was
like, and the idea of like not having land nearby. Yeah. No. Fucking terrifies me. I'm like,
anything can happen as well. It's gross.
Yeah.
Horrible. No. But like back to what we were talking about. This is just like a travel series.
Yeah.
Aeroplane, like when you're on the aeroplane, have you got any horror stories?
Well, the one bitch from the other day.
Whenever I see a baby, I get really touchy because I'm like, this can go one of two ways, friend.
Yeah, I haven't had any bad experiences with babies.
I've had one.
No, the only one time there was a baby.
I just feel so bad because obviously the parents are tired.
I have a bad experience.
And then they're just screaming the whole time. And also as well, to be fair, that was me as a kid as well. I was a screamer.
I remember, I think the first time I experienced embarrassment was 2006 when we went to the DR with family friends, and my brother was maybe just turned 2 years old. sickness. He was throwing up everywhere. He was screaming.
And it stinks as well, because it obviously is just
and so
recycling.
my mum felt so bad, but obviously we were sitting nearby, and I felt so embarrassed. And I was like, I know it's normal, and people have that understanding of, like, you can't really control a baby's puke, but it's like,
but it just smells as well. It just permeates permeates the whole area. Because obviously, like, it's like recycled air, so you're just breathing in sick fumes like all day. Yeah. The one thing.
But then, actually, funnily enough, my horror story was a woman. I don't know where I was flying to, but I was working on my laptop with my AirPods in. And she was like, sorry, can I move? I unluckily got the middle seat. Fucking hell. And so she was like, oh, sorry, can you move so I can go? And I was like, yeah, sure. So I get up and I come back. She takes like 15 minutes to come back. And I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, so after I sit down, before I even put my AirPod in, she was like, what's your name?
Oh, she's.
And I was like, oh, Aisha, nice to meet you. Like, oh, I'm Elaine. Start talking, and I was like, you're obviously, I'm not gonna say you're a cunt, like, stop talking to me, but you obviously can see my laptop's out.
Yeah.
I'm like AirPod, like, almost in. And then she's just like, she's like, yeah, and my everything, she's telling me about her family, fine, but everything she's telling me, like, yeah, my daughter, she's gorgeous, she lost 20 kilos, and I was like, is that your
what are you
trying to say? And then she shows me, she was like,
she American?
Listen, yeah, probably. She was like, listen, there's this app, and, like, we have 24 apps on iPhones, like, well, like, per screen.
She had, like, 6 screens.
I got bayangs, and my Face ID doesn't work. She had an entire, like, menu of, like, fitness apps. And I was like, yeah, so in the morning, I use this one. And it's really good. Oh, he's so hot. Sorry, pretty boy.
Jesus Christ.
He's so pretty. And then, well, they brought our food, and obviously, like, I was taking my time because I'm not gonna rush. And she was like, are you gonna eat that? You shouldn't. And I was like, excuse me? You're going to interrupt my work. You're gonna chat shit about people that you're supposed to love. And then you're gonna comment on my body and what I should be eating when you don't know me. You're a cunt, mind your business. She was like, lovely meeting you.
To be fair, I had that on the way back from, like, my sister-in-law's hen do in Ibiza, ironically. I don't just go to Ibiza, guys, I go elsewhere, but... so it was literally, like, 1 in the morning. It was 1 in the morning. I was so hungover. I was so fucking hungover. My partner was due to pick me up, but he'd gone out drinking and then got too drunk, and I'm like, okay, so how am I going to get home? And then the guy sat next to me, again, same thing, I was watching TV on my phone. I'm watching TV on my phone, and then he's just like, hi, he was like, oh, did you do the parties, what did you do? I'm like, oh, I did this, da-da-da-da. He's like, yeah, I was, like, on a sailing yacht, and was, like, went to O Beach, and I'm like, okay, great. He's like, where are you flying back to? And I'm like, are you fucking
drunk? Are you fucking
Yeah, no, I'm serious. I'm serious. He was like, where are you flying back to? I'm like, are you good, bro? I think he was probably, like, still drunk or something. I'm like, are you good? You sick? And then like, he, at the end, he was like, I'll let you get some rest. And I'm like, so you knew you were pissing me off? So you fucking knew you were pissing me off? Because I was literally just, it was a really quiet flight, so it was like me, a spare seat, and then him, and I could smell the wine on him, and he was just kept talking, and I'm just like, bro, it is like now probably like 2 in the fucking morning. Yeah. Please, go away. Like, I'm watching Family Guy on my phone. Go away.
Talking to me.
Just leave me alone. Like, when I'm on an airplane, I just don't want to talk to anyone.
Yeah.
Just leave me be.
It's just me and the map, baby.
Just me and the map.
Me and the map,
Raw dog and the map for 7 hours.
Looking at the plane from every angle. Like, I've never seen a plane
spinning
before.
It around.
Oh my god, this trip is gonna be hell.
And just watching it tick over. Oh, we've got another mile. Woo! Oh wait, it's kilometres, isn't it? We've got another kilometre. Woo!
Or seeing where the plane's too big and it's bigger than the city and it's gonna crash.
Yeah, literally. Oh, we're flying in. Oh no, it's so big. So have you ever lost your luggage actually?
No.
Nope, touch wood, I've never lost my luggage. It's been delayed. It's been delayed.
Yeah, it's been put on another flight, but I've never lost it.
Yeah, never lost it.
Never lost it.
Yeah, touch wood. There was one horror story. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was when all those flights were getting delayed. We were going to Croatia, and the flight was delayed by about 4 or 5 hours, and we were just sat in the airport, and then it started boarding, and then it was another hour after we boarded. We just sat there, and then because of all the delays, the flight couldn't land because all of this wind had flown in.
Yeah.
So it was like, oh no, because it was so delayed, the airport had actually closed.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Yeah, that we were supposed to fly into. The airport had closed.
Was it Heathrow?
No, we were going to Dubrovnik Airport.
Oh.
But then he was like, so we can't go to Dubrovnik because it's closed because we've delayed so much. Then they tried to fly to where did they try to fly to? I think they tried to fly to another airport that was slightly closer. Again, they were like circling, and then they were like, because of the wind, we can't land at this airport. So they literally flew us all the way to Zagreb, which is the capital. God. And then they were like, oh yeah, we have to fly to Zagreb, so we did. But then that airport also was as in there was nothing there. But Zagreb is 10 hours away from Dubrovnik.
I'm gonna kill myself.
So they were like, oh yeah, we'll have to organise coaches for you all and stuff to get you all to Dubrovnik. So this is by this point it's 1, 2 a.m.
No.
We get to the airport and then the coaches are delayed. So we're at the airport for another 2 hours.
Yeah.
Before the coaches even get there, and then we just drive through the night, and then we get to Dubrovnik the next day.
That happened to me last year. We were in Madrid, and similar situation where it was supposed to be a 7 p.m. flight to land in Gatwick or Heathrow at 10. Basically, they kept delaying it. But I was getting the delays from Google Flights. The airport was not showing anything. And so it kept delaying from 6. I got there at 4 p.m. At midnight, they finally give us a gate. Fine. We're going home, babies. We'll get home. I'll probably sleep in the airport and get the first train back. But we're going home. Anyway. At midnight, they give us a gate. And they're like, guys, you're not getting on a flight today.
Oh.
We're sorting hotels out for you. I'm like, you couldn't say this
hours ago.
7 hours ago?
Yeah. Because, I panicked because, if your flight is cancelled, do they just put you on the next one?
See, usually that would be the thing to do, but obviously because ours was the last flight, so they put us on the flight out at 8 a.m.
But then how do they manage that? Because isn't that booked up?
I don't know. I think they add another flight.
How do they get you all on there?
I don't know. But basically, they say if you're first in business, you get one hotel. If you're economy, you're another one. And we're like, okay. But so we all get on a flight and it's stopped on a bus, but the bus takes an hour and a half, so it's 1 a.m. already, or 2. And then instead of we have this idea that it's going to be 2 different hotels. So we get to one hotel, business and first class get dropped off. We drive somewhere else, get to another hotel, and then they're like, no, it's not here. So everyone's staying at the same hotel.
Oh my god.
And because there's so many people, they just have to do everything manually.
Oh god.
And so I was similar to waiting until the gate, I was like, I'm going to wait until I'm going to find a spot, take a nap, and I'm going to wait until
I can't sleep
the last person. It was a sofa, it was.
Oh, there was a sofa.
Yeah,
okay.
there were sofas.
Yeah, we were literally just sat on the airport floor.
So I was all sitting on the airport
couldn't
floor.
hire a car because obviously it was 2 in the morning, and then we couldn't get a taxi because that was going to cost us 500 euros.
Yeah,
and we were just we just have to just sit here and just wait for the bus. But then I was literally telling my partner, I was like, they haven't booked us a coach. They haven't. I know they haven't. They've just dropped us and they've just said fuck off. I know they haven't. And then the coaches arrived 2-3 hours later.
Yeah.
Thank fuck they did, but I was just a bit and then we were literally trying to look at hotels. We were like, okay, can we get a train? When's the next flight? To Dubrovnik, and oh my god, it was just, I was for those 2 hours I was just riddled.
See, for me
with anxiety.
Yeah, for me it was more it's part of the adventure. When I fly, I'm always ready to have this shit happen. Always, I always carry, even if the flight's 2 hours, I'll always have a spare pair of underwear on my, like, I never know when I'm going to shit
Yeah.
myself. Like, I'm always ready for that. I always carry my meds. I always carry toothbrush, my glasses. Like, if the world were to, like, fall apart, I'd be ready. But for me, it was the PTSD and the anxiety of my boss, who I hated, and he hated me and had such micromanagement issues. Because I made it so it's like I'd fly at night, and I'd get to the office in the morning as usual, and it was like midnight, and they were like, your flight's tomorrow at 8 a.m. And I was like, babes, I'm not going to make it cancel my flight. And we were like, is this Ryanair and EasyJet? And I'm like, no, babe, it's actually British Airways.
Yeah, they're shit.
They're shit.
BA are so shit.
They're shit. So, yeah.
No, it's the panic. Like, literally, I was sat bolt up. It was like 1 a.m. I was sat bolt upright. We were literally like checking our phones. Like, okay, could we get a flight? And I was like, that's gonna be £200, babe. Like, I can't afford that. And then he was like, okay, like, let's just get a taxi. And then literally, I went outside, like, tried to get a taxi, and they were like, yeah, it's gonna be about €500 if you want us to travel 10 hours. I was like, right, okay, we can't do that.
Fair.
And like, all the cars obviously were like fucking those like Zipcar, the Eurocar. They were all closed because it was 1 a.m. So I was like, Mikey's like, you just have to sit there. You literally just have to sit and wait. And I'm like, they've literally just dropped us off and they've said bye. They've not organised this at all. Like, they haven't organised a coach. And then they did, but I was just like,
yeah.
And then literally when the coaches arrived, like, people were like running to the coach. Like, they were literally, because like one arrived.
Yeah, and everyone ran.
And then everybody ran because we were like, we don't know where the next one is. So literally I was like, I will run, you take the bags, and I'll like get us a seat. Yeah. Because like, I don't know when the next fucking coaches are going to be. They were like 5 minutes behind, but still, I was like, it was
you
literally.
Never know. You never know.
It was literally like 20,
everyone for themselves.
It was literally like 28 days later. I'm not even joking. It was like fucking
everyone
Shaun of the Dead. I'm not even joking. It was fucking carnage.
That's fun.
It was horrible.
See, to be fair, I got a good breakfast out of it. It was like buffet with 17 types of pastries, ham on. All the cheeses. I was like, yeah.
I couldn't enjoy it though because
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, if I'm gonna wake up early.
I couldn't. I'd be riddled. I'd be riddled. But like, so like, BA is definitely a girl that like went to like Exeter Uni, but her parents went broke. Spirit Airlines is like a crackhead.
No.
Spirit Airlines is like a crackhead in the corner.
Spirit is a crackhead. JetBlue is... You know what? JetBlue is the crackhead that went to rehab and is now doing really well.
Yeah.
Because she's flying international now.
I get you, yeah.
She's flying international.
EasyJet is Pam that lives on a... No, EasyJet is Pam that grew up on a council estate but has a nice 2 up, 2 down in Kent.
Okay. I've never flown EasyJet. I'm flying EasyJet for my birthday trip, so I'll let you
Ryanair...
know. Ryanair can get fucked. For that price? You give me that seat for that price?
Ryanair...
No.
Ryanair says it's cheap, but it's not cheap. Like, Ryanair is your dad that when you ask for money, he says no.
Ryanair is literally a toxic, like,
Ryanair is a bald man that is part of the English Defence League and loves Tommy Robinson. That's what Ryanair is.
Ryanair's a liar.
Ryanair is a liar.
Ryanair's a liar because I literally am against Ryanair. Before, pre-Brexit, pre-pandemic,
yeah,
£5 was £5.
£5 was £5.
Loved it.
It's now £200 and has not changed.
Yeah, £200 has not changed to the point where I am against Ryanair because for why? The last 2 trips I've gone to Spain have been for like either like holiday or like weddings. I'm not going to take a backpack when I have a wedding gown.
No.
Taking a suitcase.
But now that's £100 more.
Exactly. A seat's £20 more for a shit. And so that's the thing with Ryanair. It was like 100. I shit you not. To go to Seville this summer, it was 198 to fly first off 4 a.m.
I know, yeah.
For that price,
yeah.
I better be getting a chartered car. Like,
yeah.
For 198.
Oh yeah, it was like £300 there and back.
£300 there and back.
For me to fly to Ibiza.
100. Oh, each way for back like suitcase. Not even big suitcase.
Carry on.
And then I have to pay for my seat, otherwise it's like a random one. Like, for the same price, I could book a direct flight with British Airways, a big bag, and, like, I'm not...
Just no.
No. Ryanair can get fucked.
Ryanair can get fucked.
Ryanair can get
Singapore
fucked.
Airlines, Emirates Airlines is that bitch.
Oh,
They are that bitch.
I want, yeah.
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 They deserve
No further
everything they
explanation
get.
needed.
No, you're fine. I'm good. Have you ever flown Qatar Airways?
I have not. Anything Western, I've never done.
I can't tell you what Qatar Airways is. Okay, right.
Italy's the most Western place I've ever been to.
Qatar Airways is your Uber driver called Steve, but you get in the car and you're like, you're not Steve.
Are you Steve?
You're not Steve. You sure? That's what Qatar Airways is.
Interesting.
Finnair.
Aer Lingus. I've been on
Never flown an Aer Lingus flight.
It's just a nice Irish boy. That's literally what I got.
He's called Donal.
Yeah.
Donal loves his mum.
Yeah, that's literally it. Ginger fella. Really nice.
He is that bitch. No, Finnair.
Never tried.
Finnair is a nice Norwegian woman called Agneta.
Agneta.
Like, Finnair is exactly what it says it is. A
Iberia.
nice Scandinavian woman that's here to hold you.
Iberia is a posh Spanish woman. Old money rich Spanish. I say that.
Kind of like that.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
There is they have like a smaller, like a Ryanair, sort of like a hot, messy, younger sister that you never really want to mess about with. And if you get her, you're fucked. But if you get Iberia, Virgin Airlines.
Virgin Airlines king.
Virgin Atlantic gives me the same vibe as that hot woman from The Incredibles. Slick.
Elastigirl.
No, who's that? Like grey hair, blonde, like platinum blonde.
The like villain.
No.
Oh, I
is
know
it the
who,
villain?
I know who. Yeah, she's a villain. I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember her name.
Oh my god, hold on. Villain.
What was I gonna say? Wizz Air. Jail.
Jail.
Jail. Wizz Air is in jail for a murder. Like, Wizz Air is in jail for a murder. Like, honestly. Like, when I got on the flight, they were like, oh, we don't actually have any staff. So you're just gonna have to sit here. So you're just gonna have to sit here. We don't have any staff. I'm sorry, we don't have any staff. And I'm like, oh, cool. Yeah, Wizz Air, jail. Jail time. Wizz Air needs to...
Jet2 holidays.
Do you know what? I hate Jess Glynn, and she deserves jail as well. What's her name?
Virgin Atlantic. Mirage.
Virgin
Atlantic gives me this vibe.
Why Mirage? She's a villain.
She's a villain, but just like the vibe that she gives, she's just like, just put together. Mind you, if you ever go on, no one listens to the safety instructions.
No.
If you go on a Virgin Atlantic flight, I need you to watch that cinematic masterpiece. It's insane. Why? It's so well done. It's cartoons and it's adventures. And it's the only one I've watched. It's so.
It's like those Chinese.
We'll play it after.
It's like those Chinese news shows where they animate what happened to the person.
Oh, I don't
who fell down a well.
But it's so good. I'm gonna see if I can get it for you. And we can watch it after.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, Wizz Air's jail time. Jet2, I feel like is probably Jet2 is kind of similar to Pam. Like, do you know? You know what you're getting with Pam.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting with Pam. Like, you're gonna be okay. I think that's it.
I'm trying to think. Yeah.
That's
Vueling.
Huh?
Vueling.
I've never tried. But they're like the new. They're what Ryanair. I've heard they're what Ryanair should be.
Yeah.
As in budget, but you are safe.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Like the CEO of Ryanair really and truly
said,
I want people to stand on a flight.
But you know what? I'd be the dumb bitch that buys a £1 flight to go somewhere.
But you know they're not going to be £1. Because you're standing for 3 hours and you've had to add a carry-on and, you wanted to breathe the air that's on the airline. Oh, that's another £5.
Yeah.
He also wanted to charge people to use the toilets.
Which is silly. That's the thing. I was
like hen.
We say Ryanair to be budget, but at the same time...
It's not even budget anymore.
It's not budget, and also you can't use points. The fact that my flight was cheaper with British Airways...
No. I do, that's the advice of the day, guys.
If you can get points...
Get an Air Miles credit card.
Even without the credit card, just make sure you're loyal for someone for companies that have One World, or you can use multiple. You can get points and use the points on multiple airlines. That's gonna be your best friend.
But how do you get the points?
By traveling.
Oh.
The more you travel, the longer the flight, the more you get. So I'll go home 4 times this year.
I just
I'll
want.
do
I
4
just want to
transatlantic
be.
flights.
But what? So the points get you like upgrades and shit.
Yeah, and you can use, like, for example, my flight to... My dad also travels a lot, so my flight home recently was $280 and 30,000 or 57,000 points.
Oh, sick. I just want
Which
to
for
be...
a flight round trip flight
Yeah.
from Miami to and from.
I just want to be an Emirates Gold member. I never will, and that's okay.
And you know what? That's
that's the goal. That's the goal.
Why you go to Dubai and find yourself a husband.
That's why you do it. I love Singapore. Singapore airport is my favourite airport as well.
I really want to go. It's one of those places where it's like it's a bucket list thing for me.
So Singapore airport, weirdly as well, Helsinki airport.
Oh.
Sick, really sick.
Oh.
JFK, jail! JFK,
you know the one that I really
jail.
like?
Miami airport,
Jail
time.
Jail. Fix
your fucking aircon. Why does it never work?
It works, but the Miami airport is stuck in the 1980s. Someone's like, rehab.
No.
What rehabilitation are we giving it?
Miami airport's aircon is the equivalent of a man named Jose with a palm fan just going... Sorry, that is racist, but...
That's racist.
It probably is Jose.
Quote you. Anyway.
I'm sorry, but factually...
Have you ever been to the Madrid airport?
No, I don't want to go.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Factually, the amount of Jose's in Miami...
It is quite a lot.
Like, if you think about it statistically, or you think about it as a percentage, it's probably going to be a Jose.
Yeah.
So, racist, but fine. It is...
Statistically correct.
It is a John with a palm leaf fan. That's the Miami airport aircon. And I tell you now, it is literally like being in an oven. It's an oven.
It's an oven.
It's disgusting.
See, I like the Madrid airport because it does this.
Oh,
yeah,
that's cool. I've never actually been to Madrid.
We have to go. And like, this is the entire design on all terminals.
Oh.
And then when you're coming back, it has the colours.
Oh, that's cool. Ibiza airport, jail.
I've never been. I don't want to.
Jail time. Don't go. Jail time. Jail time.
Yeah, like, look.
That's
just a wave.
cool.
Just a mustache.
Dubai airport, great.
Dubai Jamila.
But it is literally it's a world unto itself. Like, it's bigger.
Dubai, anything in Dubai is a world unto itself.
It's bigger than a shopping mall. It's bigger than an IKEA. It's scary.
Yeah.
Like, I went to the toilet and my partner was stood where he had said he would meet me, and I got lost.
I got lost.
I was scared for my life.
Fucking
Heathrow
hell.
Airport, jail. Gatwick, jail.
I love Heathrow.
Stansted, jail. English airports, jail.
Well, I don't love Heathrow. I tolerate it more than the rest.
Yes, but the only thing for me is that obviously Heathrow is like 7 million hours away from everything. That's
I think, you know what, you say that, with the Glizzy line, it's an hour. It took me an hour.
That's fair.
60 minutes.
That's fair.
To cross
but you have
from
to...
East fucking London to Hounslow.
But the only
that
thing is... The only thing, not 24 hours. So if you are trapped there at 1 a.m, you gon' have
But
to
if I'm going to
wait.
Heathrow, I'm going to the US, which means I have flights either at 10 or I'm coming back at 8 in the morning.
Ooh, Bangkok Airport. Rogue, really good. Loved it.
Rogue,
and do you know what it was as well? I had a layover there. I've been to Bangkok Airport anyway, and then we got I think we got a night bus to Phuket. But I went there for a layover, and I could just leave the airport, which I thought was fucking weird. So I wanted to go out and have a cigarette, and I just left, and I was just stood outside, and I was like, I could just go. I could just go. I could just go. Because it was only I think it was 2-3 hour layover, but I was like, I could just go. I'll just go. Sick. Bye. But no, I had a flight to Cambodia, so I was like, fine.
Oh my god.
But yeah, if ever you get to go to Singapore Airport, go to Singapore Airport and just live there. Like, have your squats right.
Wasn't there a guy who did it?
I don't know.
Oh my god, there was a guy who did it, who was living there for about 2 weeks before he got caught.
I mean, it's fucking huge.
It's massive.
But it's an oasis. I would literally, I got there and I was like,
that's the one with the fountain, right?
Yeah. I was like, I don't need to go. And the trees as well. They have the trees. I was like, I don't need to go anywhere. I was like, I've seen it. I'm sick.
I love that.
And it's efficient. So fucking efficient. Nothing ever goes wrong at Singapore Airport.
I love that.
And the Mackies, it's great.
Oh my god. And on that note,
bye.
Trafe Savills.
Trafe Savills.
Trafe Savills, I love
Don't
that.
fly Ryanair. Trafe Savills, don't fly Ryanair, and get an Air Miles credit card, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Because you might get a free upgrade.
Yeah.
If you're pretty. Bye.